All right, folks. Happy holidays. Let's talk about the market and volatility and all that stuff. Some people have been asking me what I think they should do, so let me try to answer that question for what it's worth. Coming up next on the Short Vol Show Live. Stay with me.
What are you gonna do with it when you grow up? Maybe I'll make it into a sport coat.
All right, folks. So welcome back. Welcome to the Short Vol Show Live. My name is David, and markets in turmoil, of course. Stuff going straight down. I went on StockTwits for a second, and there's hecklers coming on. Like, oh my gosh, you should have known not to be short volatility, blah blah blah. To which I responded, I'm not short volatility. I'm short a teeny bit, but not that much. So the question is, what's going to happen now, and what should you do? And I'm going to answer the way I always answer stuff. A, nobody knows what's going to happen. But B, what we should do is let's go back to our basics here. Markets are down, so if you do have cash on the side, you might want to put a little bit of it into the market at some point. We are going to get a bounce here. And my thoughts on this sell-off is there's been a lot of articles coming out saying that volatility really isn't as high as it could be or as it may be at some point, and that a lot of professionals are selling into this as far as selling puts and everything, and until they really get blown out, this down move is not going to end. And I think that basically what's going to happen is stuff is going to, I think we're just going to stop at some point, and the markets are going to just sort of, they'll bottom out, but I don't think we're going to get a huge bounce back up probably. We might just have it, stay way down, chop around for a while, and then sort of low volume, and we stay low for a while. I think that I don't see us like regaining the highs anytime soon. But like I said, nobody knows what's going to happen. However, volatility is really high. It won't stay. VIX will not stay at 36 for a long time. There are selling opportunities here, of course. This is an extreme situation, of course. But it's hard to tell where the bottom is going to be here. I mean, it's been just grinding lower every day, as you might have noticed. But, I'm happy that I've had my majority of my money on the sidelines. But there's going to come a time to commit some of it. Now, I was just looking at Citigroup. And I went out in public and you ask people's opinion of stuff, and somebody said, "Oh, the banks engineered this so that they can make more money on interest." And I said, "Well, why would the banks engineer something that's just crushed them?" I mean, look at the chart for Citigroup here. This is not good for Citigroup. I mean, the stock is down from my microphone is sort of in the way there, but the stock is down from 80 to 48. In the last year. I mean, that's crushing. It's down a ton. And, every stock is the same, down a ton. XOP, the gasoline thing, I was long this for a little while, and then I just said, forget it. And just took my small loss being long this and got out. The other equities that I got long for a second, and I'm just like, forget it. So I don't think there's any rush to jump back into this market like it's going to bounce back and that was your one chance. I think it's like when a stock crashes down. It's going to go down and then it's going to stay there for a while, for a period of time. So much like when a stock has really bad earnings, no rush to jump back into it. Same with this market. We'll have to see how long volatility stays elevated, but remember, it could go higher from here, certainly, if you're keeping small positions and staying small, then you can't make a ton of money, but you can't lose a ton of money either. And it seems like most people around here aren't doing so well lately. I'm happy when I hear of followers who bought some puts and made some money in this down market. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. I just caution that having a down market where you can make money being long naked puts is a rare occasion indeed. So I would just, if you can ride this down, that's awesome. But I would just caution you, if you make money riding this market down, don't think that that's going to be a usual thing that you're going to be able to do, because most of the time, as we know, markets rally. So this is definitely an unusual situation, and there's a lot of finger pointing going on, but I think that we will see the rippling effects of this throughout like normal life if we continue to go lower like this. Certainly, it's sort of a damper on Christmas. Now, there's a certain segment of the population that doesn't follow the stock market at all and is not talking about this and are totally oblivious to this, but this is kind of a big deal, what's been going on now. And I would anticipate that a lot of people that were trading the stock market, retail people, are going to give up on it and say the stock market's not for me and get out of it. And usually when we get a big down move like this, the retail traders, the people that were doing like earnings plays and whatever, retail paper dries up. So if you're, I think I will probably notice that with the channel, but the bigger people who, have stock market services or who sell their newsletters and all that kind of stuff, I think they will get hit, because the general public, people are going to say, well, I got into the stock market last year and I bought these stocks and they just went straight down. So this, the stock market's a jip, and they are going to, not like it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. I found out now that is a derogatory term for the Roma people. So let me rephrase that. The stock market is not cool, and it's a ripoff. So that was the most noticeable thing for me in 2000 when the dot-com bubble came, is that like all the paper dried up. There was no order flow. Like nobody wanted anything to do with the stock market for a while after that. It's kind of like when the baseball strike hits and everyone's like, I'm not following baseball anymore. Forget those teams. Like order flow just dried up. And I think, this isn't a good publicity thing for the stock market. You convince these people that like, oh, the stock market goes up a little bit every year and it's a good money maker and everything. And now it's like, oh, Bitcoin goes bust, stock market goes bust. This is, it's not good mojo for the stock market right here. So, but anyways, that being said, there is the infrastructure up there now so that we in retail can make money and place bets on these issues. Stuff is mispriced. We had almost a 3 standard deviation move last week when we were expecting like 1 standard deviation. And thus, if you had bought options last week, you could have made bank because stuff was mispriced, and stuff will continue to be mispriced because people aren't used to what's going on right now. So look for cheap stuff to buy out there, whether it be puts or calls or spreads, because there is stuff out there to capitalize on. And there is a huge amount of opportunity out there if you're willing to take a risk and if you're willing to try stuff. So I would recommend to you look around to different stocks and try stuff. This is now's the time. There's juice in the market. There is going to be more and more opportunities to sell stuff now, and I'm not just talking about like UVXY. I'm talking about selling option premium in stock, selling strangles, selling puts at some point. I mean, the puts now in the SPX are getting cranked up more. If we look at SPX, okay, 23, where are we here? 2350. And, if we look at the 2000 puts, they're getting cranked up. Jan, 24 days to go. 2000 puts worth 780. Well, it's 780 at 15. So let's say it's worth $9. There's spread you can do. So there is opportunity out there. I know it's scary because I know a lot of people have gotten run over, and the average person who's retail in the market has bought some sort of ETF like the SPY and has lost some money. But we're not the average person. We are traders, and there's opportunities out there for us. if we do get a big pop back, there might be opportunities to short stuff. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with the market moving forward. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. But volatility can go higher from here, certainly. We're kind of in sort of unknown territory right now, but it will not stay higher forever. So if you can, I would consider, out to June or out 60 days or something to, put a little bit of a short on in UVXY, because things will go lower from here. As soon as we stop going straight down, things will come in. Even if we just go sideways, things will come in. But, we could get a pop to 40 or 50 in the meantime in the next couple sessions. But like I said, things will come in. People are going to get tired of selling this market just like they get tired of buying it at some point, and the pressure is going to come off. So hang in there. Enjoy your holiday if you have a holiday right now. At least hopefully you have tomorrow off. If you're not Christian, just enjoy the Christian holiday, because most things are closed anyways. And I wish the best for you. January is a clean slate. Take some of the stuff that you've learned over the past year and get ready for this new year to apply it. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for trading in this new year. There's volatility out there. There's going to be stuff to do. So let's all get geared up and excited together about it. I feel very fortunate that that February Vomageddon thing hurt me, but it prepared me for situations like this where, I don't have a big position on because I got walloped in February, and that set me straight about having a big position that could get away from me. And so I'm happy that happened now, because, I haven't gotten hurt too bad with this up move. Or down move, or up move in volatility, down move in the market. Don't back up the truck anywhere. Don't draw a line in the sand and say, I'm going to buy something here, because, price discovery is all about letting prices swing by themselves. And I don't think it's like you're going to miss the boat at some point and it's just going to all come back and you're going to be like, what happened? We should, there is definitely a chance that we get a big pop at some point. But it's also possible that we just kind of like lose volume and just kind of stay low for a while. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I met some cool people to interview over the last couple of days, and I'm getting really excited for the next year for this channel. And I hope you'll join me and stick with me for it. So anyway, thanks for watching and good luck. Forget about trading for a day, and we'll come back and get them on Wednesday. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. See you later.